Good morning. Time to get this day started. It is a beautiful morning. Nice and cool, not too hot. Humidity is still a little bit out of control. I don't know what has been going on this summer so far with the humidity, but it is brutal. I mean, being from Texas, I'm used to the heat and some humidity, but gosh, it has been just been awful. And now I'm up in the mist. Currently I'm in Ohio at the moment, and just traveling from Texas to Ohio for the last 2 months. Well, we left in June, left Texas in June sometime. I don't know what it's August now, and I'll tell you what, it's just been a humid, soggy mess, and I'm over it. It's enough. I'm ready for some cooler temperatures. I'm ready for those crispy mornings, and then when the day warms up to to the high 60s, that's what I'm looking for. But humidity, I'm over it. I've been over it. We got the camper set up yesterday, and Tiff and the kids moved over to another campground in Wilmington, and I'm working on a little project just up the road. It's about a 30-minute drive from where we're at, but this one shouldn't have any repairs at all, other than just coating the roof. We'll see when we get there. But it's just a few minutes down the road, and it should only take a couple of days, maybe 3 days tops, if everything goes smoothly. Of course, I shouldn't have said something just then, because I seem to always jinx myself when I am assuring myself and Tiffany that it's just going to be a 3-day job. It usually turns into something more than that, but fingers crossed, we'll see. I've had a couple of real doozies lately, and I'm ready for a couple of easy ones, so we'll see how she goes. I'll report back when we get there. Yeah, we'll see how she goes when we get there, but she'll be there in about 20 minutes or so. Let's get started. Bye. Alright, here she is. Alright, 39-foot Keystone, Montana. Apparently there was another tree right here that fell on top of this camper. Some damage, just a little bit of damage to the membrane. We're not doing any sort of repairs other than removing that tape that they put on here and down the sides. We'll get that off and treat it however we need to, and knock down some of the caulking around the fixtures. See, this here is a butyl type caulking. It's not silicone. You can tear it like that and it feels sort of like putty or clay. It's not silicone, which you can coat over most anything that's not silicone, but if it's silicone, you definitely want to take it down and get rid of it. but we will knock this down, flatten it out some. Same thing up here at the front, across the termination bar. We'll knock some of that down before we treat it with our fabrics and coatings. And the antenna, vents. We're going to get this thing all nice and clean. Get it washed with the power washer first. Treat the tape. We'll get it primed today, and it'll be ready for coating tomorrow. Alright, we got this thing all pressure washed and cleaned up. Now the next step is going to be, we're going to knock down some of the caulking from around the rear bar, the front bar, and the vents. And then we're going to address all this tape situation. Alright, I got the primer all cut in around the perimeter, around all the fixtures, the air conditioners, the vents and whatnot. I'm going to try to get this thing and try to hurry up and get this thing rolled out because it is hot. I'm not sure if you can tell, but even though that little flag is flapping a little bit, there's practically no breeze out here, and this heat and humidity out here in this Midwest is no joke. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's call it a day. Man, all right. Well, I'm calling it a day on that one. Wasn't too bad. 40-foot fifth wheel, got it all primed and ready to coat for tomorrow. I am getting ready to head home. I am quite hungry. And funny story. I have been thinking about tortillas all day. Yes, tortillas. Now, I come from Texas. I'm from Texas. I've been traveling around full-time, working in our RV, or in my RV, for the last going on 5 years now with my wife Tiffany and our 3 kids. And being from Texas, if you're from Texas, then you know that Mexican food and tacos are life. And as we've traveled the country, spent a lot of time the last couple of years on the East Coast and up the Northeast. And I'll tell you what, man, there's Mexican food restaurants everywhere, but they're not Mexican restaurants like you get in Texas. It's completely different. It's night and day. But the tortillas that I've been thinking about all day long are homemade tortillas that Tiffany made last night. And fellas, I tell you, if you've got a wife that you love and it's your best friend and you love to be around her and you spend all your time with her, as I do, then you won the lottery. Now, if said wife can also cook, then well, you just hit the jackpot, man. I mean, you got it all. It's everything all in one. Now, Tiffany's been practicing her tortillas and trying to master her tortilla recipe and get it down. And I tell you, I mean, we went through some batches that were less than stellar, you might say. But I think we stumbled across the perfect recipe, technique, procedure, everything about 4 batches ago. And she's been able to replicate it and perfect it. And I'll tell you what, man, we had tacos yesterday and we made these homemade tortillas, and they're, I don't know, I mean, it's just flour and water and I don't know, maybe some salt, I don't know, but these are the best tortillas I've ever had. And they're right up there with, well, they're even level, or if not higher than some of the best little taqueria stands that I've ever eaten at in Texas. And I know that there's a whole stack of those things back at the camper waiting. So I'm trying not to stop and grab a snack on the way home, because I want to go heat up a couple of these tortillas and dig in. So yeah, I've been thinking about tortillas all day, which is, I don't know what to think about that. Is that strange? I don't know. Hey, but I'm up here in the Midwest. I'm currently in Ohio, I know Ohio's a big state, but if you're anywhere in the Midwest or from the Midwest and you think there's a Mexican food restaurant that is just absolute gold, great Mexican food, let me know down in the comments. But I don't know. I've had Mexican food in a lot of places, and it's not once has it compared to anything as good as the Mexican food that I've had down in Texas. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I'm going to get home and get some tortillas. That's going to be about it for this video. So thanks for watching. If you like this, please just subscribe down below. And we're going to hit this back up tomorrow. Get on that camp, get the first trip going, and see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.